I want to play some audio here for you that I think is stunning. This is the ATF showing up at an individual's home in Delaware. Listen to what they say to this homeowner.
Sir?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all I'm doing is verifying that you have it. You got 2 different purchases.
Okay.
If you have them, I'm out of here. That's how quick it is. Yeah. You have them with you by any chance? Are they? If you can unload them and bring them out, or you can go out to your foyer here, check them out, by serial number, and we're out of here.
That's it?
Yep.
No.
5 seconds.
The reason we're out here is we're obviously gun violence has been an uptick, so we want to make sure we've been having a lot of issues with straw purchases. So one of the things indicators that we get is somebody makes like a large gun purchase, and then a lot of times we've been there like, oh, those guns got taken. We're like,
so the idea is when you purchase more than 2 guns at a time, it generates a multiple sale report. And it comes to us, and we have to check them out. Okay. That's all that is. You did nothing wrong.
No, you don't.
Did absolutely zero.
Then get off my porch. How about that?
Get off my porch. You have a right to ask me to show you something. And this isn't, 5 years ago. This isn't 20 years ago. 20 years ago, I would have been somebody, the FBI came, and I'd be like, oh, sure, I'll help you out. It would have been wrong to do as a citizen on your Second Amendment. But now, I don't trust the FBI. What are you talking about? No. The ATF? I trust you even less. This is happening. This is in Delaware. Here's what you need to know, and tell your family this. If ATF, FBI, anybody steps up and says, we just need to see your guns, we just need to verify that you have these guns, no. Show me the warrant. And officer, nothing against you. I don't mean to be a headache with you, but I'm sorry. We live in different times, and I've got to exercise my constitutional right because I'm afraid of a government that wants to take away guns. So I'm sure you don't. I'm sure this is all on the up and up. Just go back to the judge and get a warrant. Now, you don't have to say all that flowery stuff. You just have to say, no. Get a warrant. I'll see you with a warrant. Because the only way they can do this legally is if they have evidence that makes them believe you've used that gun in some illegal way. And if they don't have that, they can't get the warrant because it's not their right to do it. So know your Constitution and your rights. No, you'll have to get a warrant. And if they say, okay, well, here's the warrant, then you have to do it.
The interesting thing is
that means they suspect you of something.
The agent was trying to make it like a time situation. I don't care how long it takes. I just get that. I just bring your guns out here. We'll register them and we'll be out of here. Yeah, that's not the point, sir. Sorry. The point is, constitutionally, you got no business doing this. So, see ya.
Yeah, it is. This is really, really dangerous. This is really dangerous. And they are preying on people that don't know their rights, or Americans that are just so polite, they just are like, oh, that's okay. Mm-hmm. No. Do you keep your guns here? None of your business.
Right.
None of your business.
Right.
This is, according to the Blaze today, a sheriff in Missouri has refused to release gun owner information to the FBI, even if the agency threatens to arrest him. Republican Scotland County Sheriff Brian Whitney wrote to residents in his community on Monday about the plan to audit Missouri's gun owner records. As the sheriff of Scotland County, I want all my citizens to know that I will not allow, cooperate, or release any concealed weapon information to the FBI, even at the threat of a federal arrest. Point blank, I will go down with a ship if need be. I love this sheriff. We hope to have him on with us tomorrow. Now, a good friend of ours is the current AG in Missouri. He's hopefully going to be joining us here some point this hour. But he said that he also sent a letter to the FBI director, Christopher Wray. Here's what it said. The FBI has absolutely no business poking around in the private information of those who obtained concealed carry permits in Missouri. The Second Amendment rights of Missourians will absolutely not be infringed on my watch. I will use the full power of my office to stop the FBI, which has become relentlessly politicized and has virtually no credibility, from illegally prying around in the personal information of Missouri gun owners. He also pointed out that many Missouri residents didn't trust the FBI. He said, you may wonder why there's such a strong suspicion of federal agents here in the Show Me state, but simply put, Missourians are hardworking, law-abiding citizens who don't need a national nanny state keeping tabs on us. But more than that, over the last couple of years, we've seen story after story of incompetence and corruption at the highest levels of the FBI. The FBI said in a statement to Fox News that the audit would be routine and that no personal information would be at risk. Why do they need that information? Because the FBI gets that information. When you go to buy a gun, you get a background check done by the FBI. So why does the FBI need additional information? They want to know who's carrying that gun. Now, why would you want that? Why do you need to know what citizens are armed and what citizens are not armed? Especially, you're going out the week that some kid in Indiana legally had a concealed carry permit. He's not a gun freak. He had his gun on him in a mall, in a food court. They said it took him 3 minutes to get to the gun. No, we now know it took him all of 15 seconds. 15 seconds to do what 400 police officers couldn't do in an hour in Uvalde, Texas. He put 8 bullets into that guy. 8. This guy, I mean, I'm a really good shot. I'm a really, really good shot. And I can shoot at a distance. But I have to tell you, 40 yards is a long way to hit a moving target. He was moving, the gunman was moving, and he hit him 8 out of 10 times. That's remarkable. That kid is a hero.
Big time.
On top of it, what did he say, Pat, about not doing interviews?
Yeah, he said, I'm not going to talk about this anymore until the families of the 3 victims, or the 5 victims, because 2 are still alive. But he said, I'm not going to do anything until the families have had a chance to take care of this and do all their business. He's just amazing.
I have to tell you, I want to know his parents. I'd like to interview his parents as well, because they did something right with that kid. I mean, not just that he's a good shot and responsible, but listen how responsible that is. The kid has empathy. In today's world, having empathy? Are you kidding me?
Especially when he could really be cashing in on this. You know, he could be everywhere. He'd probably have Nike endorsements by now. Well, not Nike, because they're too woke.
No, he wouldn't. He wouldn't have any endorsements. He'd have the Blaze endorsement.
Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
He also was moving forward, by the way, toward the shooter the whole time. You know, like you see on Navy SEAL movies as they move forward and shoot the terrorists. That's what he was doing. Just absolutely courageous. Apparently, he's got integrity. He took care of his girlfriend and the others. He was motioning for other people that he didn't know in the food court to get behind him. Incredible. Just really amazing. You'd like to think you would do something.
I wonder what this kid wants to do.
I don't know, but I think he'll be able to do it because how many of us would do that? You'd like to think you would do that in a similar circumstance, but you never know till you're in that position.
I have to tell you, I carry a gun, and I'd like to think that within 15 seconds I would have done that. Yeah. Don't know. You don't know until you're in the situation. But that's a brave, brave kid. Really brave guy. Let me explain also why we have the Second Amendment. It's not just to protect yourself and others, but it is also to protect yourself, and this is what the Bill of Rights is, your first shield. It is your first shield against an out-of-control government. But it only means something if we know the Bill of Rights. Can you name the first 5 freedoms? And by the way, the 5th is not the Fifth Amendment. There are 5 of them in the First Amendment. Let me show you why you need to be able to defend yourself as a citizenry. Cut 4. Here is China, a video of tanks now in the streets. Can we play this here? Trying to deter the protesters. See all these people? Mm-hmm. They're in front of the Bank of China. And all these protesters, I mean, do you know how brave you have to be a protester of the Bank of China? I mean, you're dead. You're marked. You're marked for whatever they want to do. Mm-hmm. These people are showing up because the banks just closed their doors and said, no cash for you. And they're not opening back up. And the people are like, I can't afford anything. I need money so I can buy food. China says, sorry, no money. Well, what's happening? What's happening to the Bank of China? When do we get our money back? None of your business. Go home. These people don't stand a chance against the even half-decent military of China. And I think I'm giving them more credit than they deserve. They don't stand a chance. There are more people in China by far, but they don't have any weapons. They would have to fight them with sticks. That's why you have a Second Amendment. And don't think that can't happen here.